The twins visit one of their part-time harvesters and pay her with delicious jelly. They also talk about the strange monster going viral on social media whom they have no idea about. Meanwhile, Shoma uses his last monies to buy some gummies. But when he opens the bag, it pops out all over a man who walks by. Shoma passes out and the man takes him to a food truck to buy him some food. Shoma tries the bento and thinks it's delicious. Shoma admits to the man that he is broke because he spent all his money on snacks. He shows him his diary of snacks and the man says that won't do. He buys him more food and says Shoma must eat rice, meat and vegetables instead so as not to collapse again. The man says snacks are reserved for when you're a bit hungry or celebrating or feeling down. Then you can eat lots of it. Shoma thinks about his mother feeling down and craving snackies. He proceeds to finish the food the man has bought for him. Shoma heads over to help some construction workers carry huge granite blocks onto a truck. The man is shocked, but asks Shoma if he'd like to help him with a job. Shoma excitedly says yes and follows. Turns out the person working at the food truck is the part-time harvester from earlier. On the other side of town, Hanto shows boss Soji about what everyone on social media is saying about the Kamen Rider and monsters popping up. But Hanto has found no clear eyewitnesses. He's still determined to find his mother's eater. Boss Soji asks if Hanto even has a plan for when he finds the murderer, which he doesn't. Boss Soji says as his pseudo-foster dad, he'd like Hanto to not get himself tangled up in strange things like monsters. In the meantime, Boss Soji has a story for Hanto to pursue. Hanto knows exactly who can help. Over at Hapapair, Sachika and Ritsu welcome Hanti in. Hanto says they're not close enough to have her calling him nicknames. But Sachika says he's pretty much a regular now after requesting their services 3 times already. Anyway, Hanti would like them to look into the Kamen Rider from social media. Ritsu tells them about her experience from last episode and Sachika wonders if the nonchalant monster actually saved her. Over at the processing plant, Garada appreciates their product, saying the happier the humans are, the higher the quality is for their drug jellies. Shoma accompanies the man to a home to check on their pipes. The man fears the owner Yamada-san might have collapsed inside, so he has Shoma break the door down. Shoma runs through the home looking for the owner. But the man is actually digging through the office, stealing monies. Shoma realizes the man is robbing the house, so he carries him out while the Gochizos fix everything up like new. Shoma asks the man why he is robbing others. The man says he just wanted to repay the man he considers a father who gave him food when he was lost and needed it most. His father figure's company has been struggling, so the man feels this is the best time to pay him back. But he doesn't have the money to do so. The man says he does not care where he gets the money. He tells Shoma to just shut up and do as he says. Shoma does not want to steal from others. The man regrets helping Shoma and leaves. Shoma asks a Gochizo to follow and keep an eye on the man for him. The man returns to the food truck. Seeing it unmanned, he goes in to steal monies. But this is all a plan by the harvester to lure him into her trap. Once the man opens the money box, the harvester lifts her shirt and her stomach mouth opens up to use her tongue to grab him. Shoma enjoys a soda gummy and has a euphoric experience, which ends up producing a new Gochizo in his stomach mouth. Shoma asks the Gochizo if he should have helped the man. But he knows he should not commit crimes, especially after he broke free from imprisonment himself. The other Gochizo arrives and tells Shoma what's happened to the man. Shoma hops on his bike and finds the food truck. The harvester gets out and Shoma confronts her. It's too bad that he enjoyed her bento when she's just a stomach ink lackey. The harvester vows to have Shoma join the man in a pouch. Shoma quickly henshins as she unleashes her tongue at him. The harvester turns into her Granuda form and they battle. Nearby, Hanto wonders if the Kamen Rider might be human since it is possibly killing the monsters. Just then, Sachika calls Hanti to tell him about the Kamen Rider sightings. Hanti hurries over and is able to start recording video of Shoma and the Granuts battle. Shoma offensions to chips and then popping. But he gets thrown around by the Granuda. Shoma then uses the new Gochizos to up henshin to punching, giving him a big fist to counter the Granuts' attacks. Shoma charges the Gochizo up and gives the Granuda the ultimatum. The Granuda of course refuses to give up the drug jellies. So Shoma finishes him off with a punching yummy punch finisher. Hanti is amazed by the scene. Meanwhile, a mysterious man picks up some of the Gochizo, also lurking about. Shoma releases the robber and asks him to stop doing bad stuff. Shoma leaves, still henshined, but Hanti confronts him. Hanti asks if he is human. The man who picked up the gochizo asks if Shoma is a granuda. While the new man and Hanti are arguing, Shoma bounces. Literally. The mysterious man introduces himself to Hanti as someone who researches granutes. Elsewhere, the man returns to work where his father figure announces their company will officially close. He thanks his employees for all their hard work. The man apologizes for not being able to repay him. But the father says he didn't pick him up off the street for a reward. The man thinks of Shoma's words and feels sorry for what he pressured Shoma to do. The father boss urges the man to apologize to Yamada-san. Meanwhile, the twins are amazed by the footage of a red GAVV.